Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you've got Darren Little here from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, and we are back in black, baby, and we are ready to open the vault for you tonight. Now, guys, this is quite an amazing story that we're about to share with you tonight, because it wasn't just a short time ago in July of this past summer that we implemented a couple little secrets, a couple little seven-figure secrets that a lot of times for a lot of people in business, they just take a little tiny tweak, just a little bit. Now, one of the things I'm going to share with you here is that if you've got a radio station and you're slightly off the radio station, it doesn't matter how loud that you turn up that radio, guys, all you're going to get is static, okay? Now, what we find is that just making a little tiny adjustment to that frequency, boom, you've got beautiful music playing, the symphony, and in our case, that symphony means an avalanche of income for both you and your family. Now, I'm here located in Vancouver, BC, and my business partner is on the other side of the world over in Manila. His name is Ari Maccabee. Guys, we're going to share with you tonight how we were able to start a business on the 11th of July for less than $2,500 and in 35 days generate $240,000 in profit in our business. Now, my question to you is, what would that type of cash flow do for you and your family? So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to open up to my business partner, Ari. Guys, we'd never seen anything like this, quite honestly, this fast, not just us, but for people as young as 17 years old that have made $35,000 their first month in business, profit, okay, I'm going to say this again, profit in their business. They didn't spend a penny on paid ads. So, Ari, welcome to the call.
Hey, thanks for having me back, Darren. It's really tough because, obviously right now it's 10 a.m. in the morning here. And, I'm up all night. And so I usually go to bed about 6 a.m. And so Mondays, I'm trying to swing my schedule around so I can actually be up with you guys. But my gosh, it's a lot of work, man. I literally have had about a 2-hour nap, toss on a baseball cap, and I'm back, so we can actually do the meeting. But I'm excited to be here as always. We have a great team of people with us in Black Ops. And, I know, man, what we're doing really, truly, I've never seen it this way. I'll just tell you, it's special, Darren. It's very special. So, the people that are involved or the people that are on the outside looking in right now, this is an opportunity to really get in and actually acquire a skill that's going to force you to be successful. It's truly that, nothing short of a miracle. I'm just telling you up front, what I've seen inside this space and what I see inside this is nothing short of a miracle. It's literally one of the best things that I've ever been part of, and I'm very happy to be here and be here with you, Darren. I think that a lot of people, sometimes when they see everything going on in the system, because we literally stay busy. I mean, we do a lot of things, but here's the reality. We've never, ever deviated once from helping people, and that's the most important part about it all.
It really is. Now, guys, what I want to share with you a little bit, because I actually had a conversation today that's kind of funny how some of this stuff happens. I live in a townhouse type complex that has 3 floors and then a rooftop deck, right? And I got these really cool neighbors next door to me here, and where I'm outside in the driveway and I'm pulling in, and we start getting to talking about online and quantum physics and manifestation and all sorts of things, because I believe that we can all of us, every single person on this planet could all be a multimillionaire, right? We all could, everybody. But the challenge, guys, here is the challenge. The challenge is called the human condition. And for whatever reason, from this early programming that we have, we don't feel worthy, we don't feel deserving, we don't love ourselves, and we don't have boundaries that are set in place to be able to manifest and create whatever type of reality that we want, okay? Now, here's the interesting thing. We get talking about business and you know, we're going through these photos and whatnot, and I was telling the story about how I went out and bought my dad a 57 Chev for his birthday, right? You know, it was like a 7-year frame off restoration of this 57 Chev, and I gave it to him for a birthday present. And we were showing these pictures, and you know, so Tara was saying to me, she says, you know, Darren, are you hiring a personal assistant right now? Because, you know, if you are, I'm in, right? I'm in, right? And I said, you know, here's the interesting thing. Just by saying that, you're suppressing your ability to unlimited income, because we all have this ability, guys, just so you know, okay? So how did Ari and I start a business from zero, and 35 days later, just over a month, make $240,000 US? Now, here in Canada, you can add another 37% on top of that. And I don't know about you, but that's some pretty big bank for 1 month and a little tiny bit of effort. Now, from there, I ended up flying over to Manila, and I took 2 months and went on vacation, right? And that's the cool thing about working on the internet, is that you take a laptop computer and a Wi-Fi connection, and you can go anywhere that you want, anywhere that there's internet, okay? You can literally sit by the pool, right, and get a suntan and work your business. And I will share with you this, I actually do that, right? So at a certain point of the year, I fly to Maui. My parents typically go to Maui for about 3 months of the year, so I go over there to visit them for sometimes 2 weeks, sometimes 3 weeks, and they've got Wi-Fi by the pool. So I take my laptop, I take one of those little umbrellas with me, I set up my computer, I get my headset on, I listen to a little bit of music or some personal development as I'm on social media. And sometimes I'll come back from the pool and my mom will say, you know, how did it go? And I'll say, I made $2,000 while I was getting a suntan, right? And these things really do happen. They're not imaginary. They're not like maybe someday, some way. We teach you exactly what we do step by step. So we teach you what kind of content that we put out so that we become the attractor factor, so that people are contacting us, incoming, okay, incoming. People that are adding us to their Skype, incoming from all over the world. People that are sending us emails, incoming to us. And people that are calling us by the phone, incoming, okay? Now, that is a big difference between that and then going out and harassing your friends and family, which we don't do, guys. We don't do. Now, I will share with you here that our industry that we're in is the home-based business industry. That might include direct selling, network marketing, affiliate marketing, MLM. It could include online marketing, any type of marketing where you're going to sell something. Okay, now what might that be, right? It could be anything. It could be weight loss. It could be skincare. It might be nutraceuticals, some vitamins of some type, maybe some back pain or anti-inflammatory thing, or something for the brain that makes your brain work better. It might be online tools, right? Like blogs or training or things like that. It might be energy drinks. You might be in legal. You could be in power. Now, these skills, they transfer over into other industries. Okay, so if you're in real estate, mortgage broker, an insurance agent, in the automotive industry, retail, what we do is once you learn these skills, these are what I call transferable skills, okay, into any area of your life. Now, what do I mean by that? So I had a realtor that started, she went through our millionaire mentoring training, and within about a 90-day period of time, she tripled her sales as a realtor, okay? I have one lady that was a chief financial officer. She was making $100,000 a year. 60 days later, She got a $212,000 raise at her corporate job, at the same job. Now, have you ever heard of something like that? Somebody going from 100 grand a year to $312,000 a year in a 60-day period of time? I haven't, except for people that go through our training, because you're learning things on a much deeper level of personal development. You're going down onto a quantum level to be able to create whatever type of reality that you want. Guys, it's literally like the Matrix. No kidding, right? Now, there was one gentleman that started into our training. He's an engineer full-time. On a part-time basis, his very first month, he made $13,000 US. But here's what happened as he got deeper into the training. He got 2 pay raises at his corporate job. He got a job promotion, and he signed a $30,000 consulting contract that had nothing to do with online marketing. Nothing, okay? I've got one a student that went through the training. Now, this is what I call being down the rabbit hole, okay? And guys, we all have these situations that happen in our lives where, you know, we come to what I call a rocky road. Right? You probably know what I'm talking about, right? Where the world just starts falling apart. You know, you lose your job, and then something happens, you break a leg, or you have an accident, or you got medical problems all of a sudden, or you get in a car accident, and now your car's totaled, right? Some type of tragedies seem to be going one after another like ping pong balls. Pop, 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 okay? Or maybe one of your parents dies, or you get a divorce and the whole family starts breaking up. Guys, that's just life, right? We have life challenges. And here's the interesting thing. This particular gentleman was 2 months behind in rent. He had an eviction notice. He had 2 children, and he was starving himself for 2 days at a time. That's really far down the rabbit hole, guys. That is really, really far down the rabbit hole. Plus, in addition to that, he was going through a divorce, okay, which was a nasty situation. So not only didn't he have the money, he didn't even have enough money to buy food. He didn't have enough money to even pay his rent, okay? And he was spiraling down the rabbit hole to the point where he was on the verge of committing suicide, okay? That's really far down the rabbit hole, guys, okay? Now, he went through our Millionaire Mentoring training, and 8 months later, he had $500,000 cash in the bank, okay? Now, am I going to say to you that if you do nothing and you sit behind and hide behind your computer screen and you wait for money to rain from the sky, that something like that's going to happen for you? No, it's not, okay? Because the industries that I talked about of network marketing, direct sales, MLM, affiliate marketing, online marketing, guys, we're truly in an industry, just so you know, you may not have ever known this before, we're in an industry of personal development and leadership, okay? Personal development and leadership. Now, when you first get into our industry, you probably think it's about selling products, okay? I mean, there's products, right? Somebody's got to sell the products, right? But here's what I will share with you. Products get sold, but they get sold in a different way. A different way than, have I got a deal for you? Check out my deal, right? That's the features and benefits programming that we all come from, right? Realtors, mortgage brokers, insurance, automotive, retail. Those are all features and benefits, right? What does this product have, right, that is a benefit that I'm going to try to convince you that you need? That is not our industry. And this is the biggest reason why the failure rate is so high in our industry. It's like 97%, guys, just so you know. 97% of the people that get into this industry fail miserably. Now, why is that? Why is that, right? Even if they've got the greatest products, they got the greatest services, everybody that they talk to says, I'm not interested. I'm not interested, okay? And that really sucks when it's coming from your friends and family, let me tell you, because those people literally pummel down your dream to nothing. And that sucks, okay? So what I want to do here on tonight's broadcast is I'm going to share with you some stuff. You know, we kind of caught Ari here at a time where he's just kind of getting up. He's on the other side of the planet there, right? So he may be able to share some stuff here as we're further along in the broadcast. If he's, you know, comes back on camera, that's great. If not, no worries. Okay, he's still there. So what I'm going to share with you guys here is this. There are two things that you need in any business as an entrepreneur. Two, okay? And if you don't have these two things, your company will go bankrupt. You will go bankrupt, okay? So you need a steady stream of qualified buyers, right, that are looking for whatever it is that you have, whether it's telephones or coffee cups or, you know, a hat or running shoes. Doesn't matter what your products are. You need a steady stream of incoming qualified buyers that are looking for what you have, and you need cash flow to pay for your overhead, right? You've got your lease payments, your staffing costs, your inventory, whatever. Now, when you're in a home-based business, you don't have all those expenses, right? You don't have staffing costs. You don't have huge inventory costs. All you're doing is your marketing, right? And a lot of programs are set up in such a way where the internet really is your store. That's your store. And there's really, other than your modem and your Wi-Fi costs, there's no expense. Your computer, right? But you have a 24-hour a day, 7-day a week store that is open globally. Now that gets exciting, guys. That means that when you go to bed, you're still making money. When you go to the park, you're still making money. When you're hanging out with your kids at a movie, you're still making money, right? When you're having dinner, you're still making money. And that gets really exciting when you learn a little bit more about automation and cloning. Now imagine that we're in like 2055 and you're going to phone the lab, right? You're going to phone the lab and you're going to say, is this a lab? Yeah. Okay, great. Listen, I want 50 copies of me. Okay, yeah. I'm going to pick those up on next Friday. Oh, okay, great. Okay, we'll see you then. Okay. Now, you're going to now be able to go get 50 clone copies of you that are going to go to work for you all over the internet while you're sleeping, while you're at the park, while you're at the movies, while you're having dinner. And those are called videos. Now, what if you learnt the formula on how to create value to the industry that solved the pain of the marketplace, okay? Now, I'm going to share with you guys a little bit tonight about what your pain is right now if you're in a home-based business industry, because the only thing that they teach you is how to make a list of your friends and family, right? And I can tell you that sucks. It really sucks, okay? So typically, those people that you're harassing, that you're told to harass, right, they all tell you to go fly a kite. And when you have a dream and you have a great product and all you want to do is for people to try the product, nobody will even try it. Even if you give it to them, right, they still won't even try it, right? So people don't want to harass their friends and family. They're not taught real marketing skills, so they don't want to harass their friends and family. Why? Because they hate getting rejected. And it totally sucks if you want to go to a movie on Friday night, nobody's even going to pick up the phone to go to a movie with you because they think you're going to pitch them on their business, okay? So they don't like getting rejected. Huge pain. Now, what else? They don't know how to generate leads. Qualified buyers for their product. They don't get our business model. What else? Even if you handed them the leads, they don't know how to close the people or upsell them to higher ticket products, right? So maybe your first product is a $500 product, and then might be a $2,000 product or a $5,000 product. And it might be going up all the way in some cases to 60, 70, 80 grand, $100,000, right? In some cases, when you get to higher level training, right? They don't even know what to do with those leads. So they don't know how to close them. They don't know how to upsell them. And a result of that, they don't have a story, right? They don't have any story of success. So because of that, they don't become the attractor factor. So they don't get any team duplication. And it's very difficult for them to recruit, because what people typically say are two things. How long have you been in, and how much money are you making? Okay. It's a real problem in the industry. Now, if you know somebody in network marketing or direct sales that thinks they have a really good opportunity, this is pretty common. It's actually kind of funny, guys, because you'll say, well, how long have you been in? I've been in for about 2 years, but I just decided to get serious about it this week, right? People say that a lot. It's kind of funny, right? That's a person that doesn't have a mentor. They've never been properly trained. They don't know what to do. So of course they're not going to have success. Of course they're not going to. But if you're working with a mentor, it's like going across a minefield behind a minesweeper as they're going across the minefield. So they can say, oh, no, don't step there. Don't step there, right? You step over here, right? They're sweeping as you're walking behind them, and you're able to get safely across the minefield. And that, my friends, is called financial freedom. So what I'm going to do here tonight is I'm going to share with you a little bit about those two things that you need. You need more leads, a steady stream of qualified buyers that are looking at your business, doesn't matter what you're marketing, and you need cash flow to operate your business. Now, the thing that I'm going to share with you guys on tonight's broadcast is that what the seven-figure income earners are telling you to do, they don't do themselves. I'm going to say this again. What those seven-figure income earners are telling you to do, to make a list of your friends and family, they don't do themselves. They have this little secret. They don't tell you about it because they don't want you to take your eye off the prize, their primary business. Now, whatever that is, weight loss, skincare, nutraceuticals, right? They say, make a list of your friends and family, invite them to a presentation, and there's literally a trail of carnage that's left behind. They don't care. Now, if they have a list that they've built up using the strategies that we teach, giving value to the marketplace, helping the market to solve their pain on the front end, they have all these qualified buyers. And then when they send out a broadcast, they might recruit 100, 200, 300, 400 reps that fast, okay? Okay. Now, they're going to tell those people to make a list of their top 200 people. So let's just pull out a calculator here, guys, and I'll show you how this works. So let's say that they recruited 100 people, okay, 100, and they told those people to make a list of their top 200. They've got 20,000 people looking at their business. Now, let's say that only 2% of those people times 0.02, their business just grew by 400 people, okay? Now, what are they going to do now? They're going to take those 400, they're going to tell them to make a list of their top 200. They're now got 80,000 potential people times 0.02, and now their business grew by 1,600 people. They don't do that, guys. They just tell you to do that. Now, what we do is we help you to set up what I call a personal online ATM machine, okay, on the front end. Now, the seven-figure income earners, some of them will use ClickBank, some of them will use JVZoo products, or they get products and they purchase the reseller rights to the product so that when they sell it, that money comes directly to them, all the money, okay? So Some of those products might be $100 products, $500, $1,000, $2, $3, $4, $5,000. And that money now is going to come directly to them to build their list for free and fund their entire campaign. It's going to fund their paid traffic, fund their solo ads, fund their event tickets, fund their airline, fund their hotel. Everything that they do is all funded from their ATM machine. And it's building their list of prospects for free and at a profit, okay? So they're not going into the hole to build their business. The business is funding everything. That's how business is really supposed to be, guys. Not what they're teaching you to do, where you're going in the hole every month on auto ship. They're telling you to go to 4 events per year. Well, you haven't even made money in your first quarter, and they want you to invest more money to fly to Hawaii or Las Vegas or Dallas, Texas, to spend money now on the event, the airfare, your accommodations and hotels, right? And a lot of times just the event itself will cost you anywhere from $2,800 to $5,000, depending on where you're flying in from. If you're flying in from Europe, those tickets can get pretty darn expensive. For me to go from here to Manila when I went to visit Ari, just my airline ticket cost me $2,700 US, okay, just to get to the other side of the world. It was 23 hours to get to the other side of the world, okay? Now, if you're in one of those locations and they're sending you back here into North America, it can get pretty darn costly. And when you're expected to do that every quarter, right, you're going to now add those expenses on. Now, what happens as you're going further and further and deeper into the rabbit hole? Now, what are they telling you to do? Buy traffic. You don't even have any, your business hasn't even made any money yet, right? So what are you going to do now? Take out a loan? I've seen some people on Facebook promoting on how to get a $50,000 to $250,000 loan, right? With no guarantees, right? I mean, it's unbelievable, guys, what's going on right now in the marketplace. And what they don't tell you is that those marketers, they didn't even pay that money that they're asking you to pay. They got given those products for free, but now they want to drive you down the rabbit hole into debt, right? And feed off that money from you. It's dirty. It's dirty, guys. It's really dirty. So we want to teach you the right way to run a business, the profitable way to run a business. And if you want to hit what I call mass market and hit mass appeal, there's 2 areas that you need to focus on to get more leads and to get more cash flow in our industry. The first area is in the area of personal development, leadership, because that's really our business model. It's really a leadership business model, right? Learning something, implementing it, collecting some data, and sharing your results, right? Learning something, implementing it, and sharing your results. Whatever, it doesn't matter how little the results are. You may have learned a strategy on how to generate 10 leads a day. You know how many business owners would love to learn how to do that on social media? Generate 10 leads a day steadily every day? Tons, guys. Tons would love to learn how to do that, okay? So you need the personal development over here. Very, very important. And then you also need to learn marketing strategies. How do you generate an unlimited number of leads? Okay, marketing strategies. How do you become the attractor factor for your business? Now, if that can create your ATM, guys, you got a money machine on your hands, because every single company needs what you have. Think about it. What would it be like if whatever you offered could help every single company? It's a multi-billion-dollar industry in direct sales, network marketing, MLM, etc. There's just companies alone that do over 1 billion, right? 2, 3, 4 billion dollars in sales. Now, what would it be like for you if you knew the secret to hit every single one of those companies with something that they needed on the front end that was going to now fund your business? That's the money, okay? Now, what people do when they come from the features and benefits land is they're on the front end, okay? If I got a deal for you, check out my deal. They're running their Craigslist ads and their classified ads directly to their primary business, which is a no-no, okay? The seven-figure income earners don't do that, okay? They don't do what they're telling you to do. They do that on the back end after they've assembled a massive audience by doing what? Focusing on their pain. They don't want to harass their friends and family. They hate getting rejected. They don't know how to generate leads. They don't know how to close an upsell. And they don't know how to get team duplication. So if you know the secrets that you can share on the front end, guess what happens? Not only do you have endless cash flow coming in on the front, you've got a list that's building for free at a profit. And now you're building a relationship with those people, which is really what we're in. We're really in the people business. And now you gain trust, you gain rapport, and now you show them whatever it is that you have back here on the back end. That's how the seven-figure income earners have multiple streams of income, multiple, okay? So we're in, Bitcoin programs and Bitcoin mining and Bitcoin trading and, other online tools and, digital products and software deals. We've got multiple income streams, guys, okay? But we talk about those on the back end, not on the front end, which is what you're being taught to do by the seven-figure income earners. Now, Ari, if you're there, I want to just open this call up here to you. I don't know if we've got you. We lost you. Okay.
You got me, my man. You got me.
So Ari, just share a little bit about the seven-figure formula that we implement, just coming from your experience.
Yeah, let me first off say one other thing first, okay? Guys, look, you guys come to these events every week with Darren. You get to hear, what he has to say. But let me just tell you something. In training, I'm going to tell you up front, you got a guy on this call right now I'm telling you, if you got a lockbox inside your brain that you haven't been able to crack, that guy can get in. That guy can get in. I'm just going to tell you. So if you get off this call today and you were to walk into the bathroom and you were to tell yourself 10 times, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, and you still don't believe, that guy can reprogram your brain and make you believe. I'm just going to tell you that up front. Okay, that's what he has. He has some special sauce, guys. And then once he does that, it allows me to open up the doors and basically teach you some other stuff on the back end, like about paid traffic and about sales funnels, how to identify good traffic and bad traffic, how to look at different things, in the cryptocurrency space, whatever it may be. Then we can start to open and expose and find the real deals that you guys want to be part of. So I want you to understand that in our scenario, what Darren teaches you, I wholeheartedly love. I'm going to tell you why. I've been in this business 14 years on the internet marketing side, and another, since I was 19, so almost 30 years ago in the MLM side. If I had $1 for every person I've watched go broke and file bankruptcy, I'd be a millionaire, bar none. The reason I like what Darren teaches is because he teaches you not how to go down that pathway. He teaches you a method that's going to show you how to go out and create that revenue stream on the front end, guys. And that revenue stream, we're going to teach you where to take it and where to put it so you can scale up and create some passive income streams as well as some active income streams. Now, what's the difference? A passive income stream means you put some money in and you're going to get paid regardless if you do anything. That's passive. But an active one means you got to get up out of bed every day and go to work. It's kind of like a job, only it's something you enjoy and you're passionate about, so it really doesn't feel like work. That's why we love what we do, guys. That's why we love it, because it doesn't feel like work. Last night I was telling Darren, I told him, I said, hey, I'm trying to go to bed. I'm up editing a video. And it's the first time I've ever edited a video, guys, on a Mac by myself. So I downloaded Final Cut Pro. First time I ever opened it was yesterday. And I'm very proud of myself because I got a video completed for the first time on Final Cut Pro with all the killer transitions and it looks good. You know, but here's the thing. There's a couple little things I want to be able to go back and do it because I'm a perfectionist. That's me. And if I was on a PC, you know, if like I was a few years ago, I'd be able to do it because I knew how to do all this stuff on a PC. But this is brand new to me. And this is what we're trying to help you guys understand. As you get into this business, your skill set right now, it may be very limited. You know, like I know Darren always tells people, hey, I'm not technical. He outsources it. And that's okay because he makes the money on the front end that allows him to outsource it on the back. But what about somebody like me? I'm a little technical and I'm very anal and I don't necessarily trust giving things to other people all the time. So you know what I do is I do it myself. That's just me. I'm one of those people. I have a vision in my head and I want to bring that to life. So as I sit down and I start playing with stuff, you know, I start learning. This is what this whole journey is about. This stuff's fun. It's exciting, guys. It's not like work, like going to a damn job anymore. You could fire your boss, literally take back your life, do what you like when you want to do it. Okay. You don't have nobody looking over your shoulder saying, hey, you got to be at work at 8 o'clock this morning. No, those days are long gone. And that's what we want to give you. If we could give you just any gift in the whole world, I'm sure Darren would agree with me, but that's the one thing we'd love to be able to give you. But it starts with you. Starts with the guy in the mirror. So after this meeting, do what I said. Go into the mirror, look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. Do it 10 times. Now, if you believe yourself, I promise you, you're going to go out and be successful even without Darren. But if you look and you don't believe yourself, then you need what he has. You need the special sauce. Sorry to tell you that, but you need the special sauce. Once you get the special sauce, then we can help you and dial you in. And here's the best part, guys. Look. Black Ops is not just training. It's kind of a culture. I want you to understand that right now. It's kind of a community because the cool part about what we do is everybody looks out for everybody inside Black Ops. We don't allow any shadiness. We don't allow, you know, people to take advantage of you. You know, we tell you what's real and what's not real when it comes to programs, whether it's in cryptocurrency or outside cryptocurrency. We don't care. And we give you some really solid advice, guys. You may not always agree with it, but we're going to give it to you regardless because we've been in this space a long time and we've seen a lot of things come and go. We've seen scams, you know, come on the market scene, steal a whole lot of money, disappear, and then kind of get a slight tweak and a new facelift and come back over and over again. And without our years of experience, you may not see something and recognize it for what it really is. And so we give you guys that information. We give you that added edge. So, you know, again, Black Ops is not just training, guys. Although you're going to get some incredible training, you know, it's more of a community in the culture. And if you guys get involved with what we're doing, I promise you it's a game changer in your life.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, what I'm going to do here, you go out here. Okay. So, guys, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to share my screen. This is the part where I'm going to sort of take you behind the scenes, okay? That includes me taking you to my Facebook wall. That includes me taking you to my login, right? There's a lot of people out there talk, and they're, you know, a bunch of crock of bull, right? But truth be known, right? I'm going to take you live into my back office so you can actually see it, okay? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what we actually market and why it hits mass market, mass appeal, okay? So here we go. I'm going to share my screen right now. And we are live. Now, the first thing that I'm going to do right now here, guys, is I'm going to go onto Facebook. This is a social media platform. Now, hear what I said here. I said the word social media, social, okay? Now, the one thing that I'm going to share with you about business is that you have to be unique and different. You have to make yourself stand out above everybody else in the marketplace. Now, in this particular situation with this post, what I'm talking about is the difference here. So I would say, learn how my business partner and I started a business for less than $2,500 and made $240,000 profit in 35 days without spending a penny on paid ads, okay? So I'm speaking to my market. I'm speaking to the people that I want to have show up. You see how that works? So obviously somebody that's going to be here is going to be interested in how I went from 2,500 to almost $250,000 profit in just over a month, and how I was able to do that without spending a penny on paid ads, okay? And some of you may be here because of that particular post right here tonight. Now, this is me today. I went out for this Sunday drive. You know, I was just, you know, I took a picture of this watch that I got. It's kind of very unique. It's very different. It's got 2 different time zones on it. One is for Ari in Manila, and the other one's for me in Vancouver. And it kind of looks a little bit like, you know, a time machine or a little bit retro, right? And I was driving along and I took a picture of that, okay? Now, here's the interesting thing. You see all of these people, you see all of this, this interaction that's happening right here. These are all qualified buyers that are showing up to my wall, okay? Now you can also see here that there's another 50 people sitting right here. And my goal, guys, and your goal as a marketer is this, okay? You see those? Those are called state changes. That means that I can build rapport with people without actually talking to them, okay? Now, this is something that we go into very deep detail in our Millionaire Mentoring training. This comes from raising tens of millions of dollars personally in venture capital, public companies. So you're getting real millionaire mentoring. This isn't some, you know, fluff. This isn't some type of hype. This is real McCoy millionaire mentoring training where we can take you from 0 to freedom in 30 to 90 days to be able to walk away from your job, okay? No joke. Now, if we go down here onto the post, this is another value-driven post, okay? A value-based post. And this one talks about 2 things that one of my mentors actually taught me that made me millions and millions of dollars, okay? And on this particular post, I'm going to give a ridiculous amount of value that will help anybody in any business. Doesn't matter what the business is that you're in, you will get an incredible amount of value from reading this post. Now, you'll notice here that it's been shared 4 different times. So Jackie Rose shared it twice, Josh Cook shared it once, and David Edwards shared it once. Those are pretty good qualified buyers, guys, just so you know, right? Pretty good qualified buyers, right? This is actually a really amazing story about the power of belief, okay? This was one of my students right here, and she had a dream. She wanted to become a pop star, okay? She wanted to become a pop star. Now, if you're working at like a law firm or, you know, you're working in a situation where you have a corporate job and, you know, you're young, you know, she's in her 20s, right? She's maybe in her late 20s or so right now. And she had a dream. She wanted to become a pop star. And everybody laughed at her. Her friends were laughing at her. She had a sort of inside circle that believed in her, but her parents were probably the toughest on her. You know, come on, you know, you know, just get a real job. You know, forget about your dream. Stop with the pipe dreams, right? And she went through Millionaire Mentoring. She finally drew a line in the sand. That's where you have to get to, guys, just so you know. She drew a line in the sand. She stepped into her power and she said, I'm going for my dream. So she quit her job. She went full-time to do this. And one of her songs in the last year was just picked up by an international company for their commercials, okay? For you know, like television commercials. And it's really, now keep in mind, if she bought into everybody's bullshit, if she bought into everybody saying, give it up, you're never going to make it, it's never going to work, get a real job, she would never, ever have been living her dream right now the way that she is. She just had to go through a little tiny tweak, guys. And I can tell you that if you go to my wall and you actually play that, you will find out that she's got a really incredible voice, right? Really, really incredible voice. So let's take a look at this. This particular post here has been shared 92 times from my blog, and this is the untold lies, the dark side of network marketing. Now, when this comes back, excellent content, Darren. Thanks for the good Sunday read. Okay, when people put these type of comments on your content, you know that you've got yourself on a winner. Okay, a winner. Okay, so if I scroll down here onto, let's take a look here. I'm going to show you this. Okay, here's one right here. Spending more quality time with my son taught me this. Okay, so somebody comes in and they say, amazing post, article, story, thank you. That is what you want, guys. And that's all from leadership. It's all from understanding the pain of the marketplace. And it's all in providing value that's going to solve the pain of the marketplace. Here's something here that says, do you know the 7 deadly sins of recruiting? So you can see here from the images, from the headlines, we use things that we know are going to create what are called shock and awe on the news feed. Something that's going to get you to stop in your tracks and pay attention, okay? Now, this is kind of funny, guys. I'm going to be honest with you, because there's a company out there right now that is teaching people to spam everybody and to ask them this question, you know, one simple question: do you keep your income options open? So it's almost becoming like the laughing stock of the entire industry, okay? And it's a shame that they won't listen. The people that are doing it, they just keep on spamming and keep on spamming. So I put together this kind of a spoof, right? A little bit of a joke, right? But you can see here how many people have engaged with this post, right? And you look at the type of comments that are coming through, because they're all being spammed as well, right? So this is what I'm talking about being able to build rapport with people without actually even talking to them. Okay, so what ends up happening is when I actually do finally connect with them, or they reach out to me, in their world, it's like they're talking to one of their best friends, right? And I may never, ever have had a single conversation with them ever, right? But they may have been following my content for a month, 2 months, 6 months, a year. I have people that reach out to me and say, Darren, I've been following your content for 5 years, and I'm ready to finally get started, right? So we really want you to think about this as a career, okay? A career of freedom, a career of being in a lifestyle, a career of being able to travel and experience the world and be able to take your laptop computer and plug it in anywhere that there's Wi-Fi and your laptop, and be able to make money. And it gets very, very exciting, guys, because I'm going to show you that it's not just us. Now, if it was just us that was making all the money, it would be different. This is Black Ops. This is where a lot of the training happens. And here's the thing. This is really what it's all about, okay? And it's something called team duplication. It's not about just Ari and I, okay? So it says, today, one of my millionaire mentors, Darren Little, woke up to $1,000 day. I'm super grateful for all the time he invests into mentoring us so we can all learn the 1K per day Facebook formula.
Hey guys, give Darren just a second. I'm sure he'll be right back. He's probably had a little disconnect on his internet, guys, but I know he'll be right back. But you know, inside our group, let me come on out real quick and get over here on the main screen. So in any case, let me do a little screen share real quick and kind of show you what's going on with our system. Over in Black Ops, guys, underground marketing, you know, we do a lot of stuff. Darren actually will show you that we literally write swipes for you. So, you know, anytime you see a swipe, you can copy and paste this content to your wall, okay? And you can copy and paste the photos. We create the whole marketing campaign for you. If you can copy and paste, you can actually make money. I mean, this is one of the best groups that I've ever been part of, just because of the community and the way that we protect people. Now, you can see right here, Darren was talking about this real quick, where he's pretty honest, like people ask him, and they give him success stories. People obviously turn around what they're saying inside the chats, guys. I'm just telling you, the opportunity with inside this group is literally second to none. Okay. Darren hit it right here. Step 1, to get to your dreams, stop feeling sorry for yourself. Step 2, drop your ego and your pride and just listen. And if you guys do that, you're going to actually be very successful in this business. Okay, let me come on back here and stop sharing real quick, see if Darren's back. I know I'll be right back. Just give him a second, guys. Let me shoot him a message real quick. Hold up one second. But we've been doing a lot of stuff online, and we want to make sure you guys are here to be successful with us, and that we're able to help you guys with everything that you're doing, out there in the industry. There we go. He's back.
I'm back in black. Here, I'm going to share this with you guys. This is a little bit quantum physics here, okay? When the energy builds up, and it builds up, and it builds up, and it builds up, it blows. So I called the internet company and I said, guys, like, what's up, right? So they put me on to 5G broadcast with a brand new modem. Okay, I reboot it before I start. I reboot my computer before I start. And I take a fan and I put the fan right on top of the brand new modem. Okay, brand new, just got it last week, just brand new. And they said, well, Darren, this is the biggest powerhouse internet that you can possibly get, and it doesn't even get used by anybody else. Everybody else is on the 2G. I'm on the 5G, and it doesn't matter if I go half digital, low broadcast level. It blows, and it's right around this time every single time. Every single time. The energy builds up, builds up, builds up. It's right around this time every time we do a broadcast. Now, why does it happen at the beginning, right? This is an energy portal that we're on, and we talk about this extensively in Millionaire Mentoring so that you can master the ability to create your own reality. Master, guys, master, okay? Now, I'm going to show you my back office because there's a lot of people out there that are big talkers, right? But they don't actually walk their walk, okay? I want to show you live, okay? I'm going to log in live, so I can't fake that. That's, some people say, well, they probably photoshopped it. The 17-year-old kid, oh, I bet it was photoshopped. Really? Well, how about we log into his back office and we show you that he made over $50,000 in his first 6 weeks in business. Guess what happened? Right? That's what happens. They don't believe it, okay? People don't believe it. How's that even possible? How's it possible to start a business for less than $2,500 and make almost $250,000 in 35 days? How's that possible? And not spend a penny on paid marketing. It's possible when you understand the 7-figure formula, guys. That's when it's possible. That's when it's possible. That's why we have so many people popping those $1,000 commissions. Okay, so I'm going to log in here before we wrap up, and I'm going to show you this. Here is my login, and I'm going to refresh my screen so that you saw my name just pop up there, MLM Superhero, okay? I'm going to log in right now, okay? And you can see the payments that are coming through. Now, it looks like right here from this that there's been somebody else that just sent me money, right? So I'm just going to check. Right, so it says right there there's a $1,000 payment that just came in, okay, and then I'm going to go here into my advanced sales and see as well. Okay, so it looks like there's a $1,000 payment that just came in, guys. I'm going to go back to my dashboard. You can see once again. So the people that want to change their life, okay, the people that want to 10x their income, they go for our Millionaire Mentoring. Okay, so they get our $1,000 product, which I'm going to show you in a minute. And then you can see in comparison from these numbers to these numbers, they're dramatically different. They're dramatically, not just a little tiny bit. I'm talking about gargantuous difference. Why is that? Because the value that people get here, okay? They spend $1,203.95 to be able to make $20 commissions, $100 commissions, and $1,000 commissions, okay, for $1,203.95. But they get over $28,000 in millionaire mentoring from us. And trust me when I tell you, we really do that. We do live broadcasts, live training, live recruiting for any business. Doesn't matter what kind of business that you're in. Now, here is our secret. It's right here. We market something that everybody not only wants but needs: personal development and leadership and marketing strategies. We purchase the reseller rights to the product, so we become the vendor. You become the vendor of the product, okay? It's called Genesis Elite. Now, it's $99 per quarter or $299 per year for the reseller rights. For when you just get the $99 per quarter, these are some of the marketing strategies that you're going to learn. Now, you could be a realtor, a mortgage broker, an insurance agent, automotive industry, own a hotel, motel, lounge, nightclub. It doesn't matter. You could be in network marketing, direct sales, home-based business, affiliate marketing, online marketing. Does not matter, guys. This works for any business. Now, when you move into our $100 product, we have a ridiculous amount of value that you can do. Everything from email copy that sells, to the mistakes that people make on Facebook, to dominate social media, Google AdWords, hashtag, IM business models, hiring your very first virtual assistant, right? Killer LinkedIn mistakes, killer blogging mistakes, list building success, sales funnel blueprint, podcast blueprint, mastering Facebook, how to master WordPress. These are generic for any type of marketing, guys, okay? Any type, any business. Okay, so there's a huge amount of value there. And then when you move into this, now you get access to our millionaire mentoring. This is really about leadership. It's really about getting into the right mindset, getting into the 7-figure mindset. Ari and I have made millions and millions and millions of dollars over the course of our own career. Ari's a 7-figure income earner. He keeps on making millions and millions of dollars, guys. And if you see some of his bank accounts, it would just shock you. Okay, I'm not kidding you. It would shock you. He just went out and bought a, I don't know, $400,000 condo, and he paid for it cash. Okay, so you know, it gives you an idea. When you surround yourself with successful people, you become successful by default. That's how it works. It's the law of resonance, okay? The 5 people that you hang out with, you will become the average of those 5. Now, in our Legend series, I was very, very fortunate. I'm very humbled that I was chosen for this vault. You can see me right here on an interview. But, you know, next to some of these names, it is very, very humbling, guys, okay? Because these are some of the names that I actually looked up to over the course of my own personal development journey, right? People like Jack Zufelt, Ray Higdon, Tracy Walker made a couple $1 million in Empower Network, $4 million for Ray Higdon last year. Todd Falcone, great marketer. Randy Schroeder, right? Larry Wingett, Josh Peak, Jeff Mills, James Starr specializes in traffic, right? Greg Gomez, Evan Clausen. These are all 7-figure income earners, guys, and you can tap into their mindset. Now, I tell people to listen to one of these interviews every single day, right, until you get to the bottom, and then start back up at the top again and go through them all again. This alone in our vault is worth the entry price. It's worth the entry price. Forget about the millionaire mentoring. Forget about all the marketing strategies that you're going to learn. Just this section alone is worth the value that you pay. And I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding you. I tell people if they listen to my interview for 20 times, their entire life will change forever. They will literally never have to worry about money again for the rest of their lives, okay? Now, there's a section here from Jack Zoo.
Hey guys, bear with me real quick. I'm going to log in and kind of show you exactly what Darren was talking about real quick. So looks like he's having some internet problems still. I got to get him on fiber. We got to move him back to the Philippines because I truly believe the internet here is better than in Canada. Now, he disagrees with me, guys, but I don't. I totally agree that it's better here. We're going to have to give him some flack when he comes back. All right, so here's what he's talking about in the back office of Exodus Lead, okay? So as you come on over to your Legend series, your Genesis library, Okay. There's a whole section in here, guys, on you know, learning some techniques and learning from people that are experts in the industry. So you guys want to make sure that you plug into this. If you're already a member inside, you know, Exodus Elite, this is the part he's talking about in the back. You actually can download these interviews right to your computer and listen to them over and over again. Now, some of these people back here are they're just amazing individuals. Jeff Mills, I've known him for quite a while. You know, you got man, you got Steph Perez in here, monster marketer, just an absolute great person. You've got some real winners inside this system, guys, okay? Kevin McNabb's been around for a long time, known Kevin a long time. Ray Higdon, you know, Ryan Guinness. You know, you guys want to plug into this, because here's the thing I can tell you. You know, like Darren was talking about earlier, if you hang around 9 millionaires, you're going to be the 10th. If you're hanging around 9 broke people, you're going to be the 10th. It's just a fact of life. So if you actually can plug into this training, okay, and you can start to learn from the likes of, you know, Todd Falcone and Tracy Walker and all these people, you can actually pick up a lot of information that's going to help you grow personally. It's going to help you guys become a success story. So this is, without a doubt, one of the best things that I've seen, you know, in the industry. It's not really a high ticket program. Okay, it's $1,000 plus the cost of the actual membership. So right now you could actually join for as little as $11.49. Once you're inside the system, that opens up Black Ops to you for free. That's the most important part of this equation, guys, is you get a chance to actually join Black Ops. You get a chance to learn everything directly from Darren and myself, guys that have made money, you know, inside the industry. We're here to give you all the time that we possibly can. I got people this week that have hit me up, Darren included. Darren wants to do a meeting actually on Wednesday. I got somebody else in our team that wants to do a meeting tonight. I got somebody who wants to do a meeting on Thursday. Guys, this is what happens. You start to do, you know, build, and you start to do these little mini meetings and these little interviews. And you know what happens? Your name starts to become a household name. People start to know who you are. You know, 3 years ago, nobody in this industry really knew who I was. Nobody. I had been a ghost on the CPA side, you know, of the business, where I was driving a lot of email, a lot of traffic with my business partner, and we were making an insane amount of money. And, you know, I decided to do kind of an about face after going through a really nasty divorce and kind of get out in public. And the reason being is it was kind of my support system, guys, as I came back, because, you know, I went through a really bad bout of depression. Being on this side and being able to interact, it was healthy for me. You know, I wasn't a ghost. I wasn't basically locked in a closet all day, because that's really what my office felt like, where now all of a sudden I had all this interaction with everybody, and that just kept me going. And it's motivated me the last 3 years to really move really hard on this side of the space. And, you know, the results, they've been phenomenal, man. And, you know, I owe a big part of that, you know, also even to Darren, you know, for coming back and saying, hey, man, tweak this, change this. It really works, guys. Look, just because you're making $1 million a year doesn't mean you don't need a little help and a little coaching. I mean, you look at guys like Bill Gates, you look at guys like Warren Buffett. Do you think they don't have people they talk to? I promise you, they all have people they talk to. It's just a fact of life. You look at Peter Wynn. Peter Wynn, $155 million in the CPA space 2 years ago. I don't even know what he did last year, but I'm sure at some point in time I'll figure that out, or he'll shoot me a message, because he's one of my really good friends, guys. But here's the thing. You know, being in this space really makes you realize how much you do need help. You know, if you're trying to be the lone wolf and do this on your own, failure is imminent. I'm just going to tell you, because, you know, the reality of it is at some point in time, you'll start an upward rise, and ego is going to take over a little bit. Pretty soon you'll crash. And I always tell people, it's the same people that you pissed off on the way up are the same asses you're kissing on the way down. So don't do that in this business. Make friends, not enemies. Make allies, because it's those allies that can lift you back up and help you guys succeed in this business. You know, Darren and I, we've, you know, known each other a long time. Black Ops was the first thing we actually did together with Exodus Elite. And now, man, we're together for life, man. We're not going anywhere. So we're going to keep rocking. We're going to keep rolling. You know, I see what he has, and I see his character, and is willing to help people. And that's everything I preach to people, guys. So I'm very excited, you know, to be part of what we're doing right now. And I'm going to be here forever. I just know that, just because you don't always see my face and you always see Darren, just because of time conflicts and we're on opposite schedules, you know, somewhat, not completely opposite, but, you know, we will move some things. Like I know on Wednesday, I think we're going to do 12 p.m. Pacific time. Is that right, Darren?
Yes.
Which would be like 3 a.m. my time. And I'm happy doing that because I'm usually up till 5 o'clock, maybe 6 o'clock in the morning, but that's when I go to bed. So anybody that needs and wants to do something like that with one of us, just make sure you're working around our schedule. We're here to help you. You know, we're here to do anything we can to make sure that you guys succeed in this business. Come on back out, Darren.
Sounds good. Guys, you know what? I just want to tell you that, you know, technology is a little whack, you know, when you're dealing in high frequency, like what we are. Holy cow, guys. I'll tell you what, when I went out this one time about a brand new 996 Porsche Carrera, okay? And it went directly from the lot, okay, to the stereo shop because I really like music, and I, you know, when I'm going for Sunday drives and stuff, I really like to, you know, have good music playing. So it literally went directly from the dealer into the stereo shop, okay? They put brand new equipment in it, okay? And they tweaked out the back, and they made this special speaker for me, and you know, they put these, you know, all custom built for me in my Porsche. I go to the dealership, okay, or go to the stereo place, and I hear it. I'm out of the car, obviously, right now, and I'm listening, and I'm like, wow, man, this is unbelievable. I mean, I feel like I'm in a freaking symphony here, right? This is unbelievable, right? So, okay, great. You know, get in there. I pay the bill off and hop in my car, and I literally drive it out like maybe 20 feet. I put my blinkers on and I'm ready to turn. It blows the whole thing, right? So I turn around and do a U-turn. I drive back and I say, guys, it doesn't work. They go, what are you talking about? We've been testing it all day. It works fine. You can check it for yourself. It doesn't work, okay? They do a check. Amps blown. I didn't even crank the thing up. Amp's blown. So now I got to get somebody to come pick me up, and they're going to change out the amp, right? And a couple days go by, and I come back and hear it again. Sounds great. Ready to go. Start it up. Drive around the corner. I come back. I go, guys, it doesn't work, right? The deck's blown. The DVD player is blown now, okay? So now they got to change out the DVD player, right? Now, keep in mind, guys, if this happens just once in a blue moon, it's different. But when this happens constantly on your life path because of your frequency, your vibration, where you blow out electrical equipment, completely blown, okay? So one time I was going into at my parents' place, and I felt my energy in my body, and as my foot hit the carpet, right, of the rec room, I could feel the bolt go right out of my foot. And next thing you know, on the other side of the room, the whole stereo is smoke. It's got smoke coming out of it. Smoke is poof. The whole thing just blows, right? So we do the best we can here to have a clean broadcast for you. It seems right around the 45-minute mark, we start to pop it. We've tried everything, you know, rebooting, brand new modem, right? Blowing fan on it. We don't even know what else to do, right? Now I'm going to try a direct cable, right? Maybe my frequency is blowing out the wireless thing, and now I'm going to go get a direct cable that goes right into the wall. Maybe that's going to help solve it. We don't know, okay? But what we do know is this. What would it be like for you to be able to live a life of freedom, true freedom, to be able to pick up whenever you want, to go to another area of the world, maybe a tropical location that you've always dreamed about, maybe taking off to Costa Rica for a month or 2 months, maybe Thailand, Bali, Singapore, right? Maybe seeing Dubai, what it's like to live in one of those big, massive towers, right? And to be able to really experience life to the fullest, to be able to go to the jungle or go to Niagara Falls or the Grand Canyon, some of these places that people never get an opportunity to see. Why? Think about it. Why can't they go see them? They don't have the money. They don't have the money to go. So they're tied to a job, and with that job, Now they're tied to a mortgage payment and car payments for the husband and wife and insurance. And a lot of the kids are now being put into private school, right? So they can get further education and more attention, right? Smaller classes, more attention, right? Then the kids have sports activities, baseball or football or soccer or ballet for the girls, right? So what ends up happening? The amount of income that they have that's going to actually maybe could go to vacation goes, right? Now what happens when one of the parents loses their job? Big problemo. Big problem, okay? Because they don't have the money just to pay groceries, to eat. So they use up all their savings account, they max out all their credit cards, and typically the first thing to go, just so you guys know, is the biggest payment. Guess what that is? Your mortgage. Now, people, especially now, they will push that as much as they can, and a lot of them will actually kind of just wait it out, and they know their home's going to go into foreclosure. It's just a matter of time, because they're actually living off the money that was going to be paying for their house, and now they're on a time bomb that's ticking on when's the home going to be foreclosed on by the bank. It's nasty, guys. It's nasty. And because we're in such an uncertain time of turbulence right now in the marketplace, that could happen for you at literally any time. Anytime. There could be downsizing that goes on, restructuring within a corporation. There are entire chains of stores that are being wiped out. Right across Canada right now, there's no Future Shop anymore. It's gone. It's gone. Doesn't exist anymore. Right across Canada, right? Now Best Buy is one that's taken over there, but there's a lot of those main department stores, you know, like Hudson's Bay or Eaton's or retail outlets that had massive chains that are downsizing and restructuring. Now, if you're in senior level management in one of those things, baby, you are SOL. Because what are you going to do now? Because you need to actually be retrained to re-enter into the marketplace. Times have changed, guys. Technology is advancing so fast right now that if you don't have some basic skills under your belt, some basic skills, okay? Some basic communication skills to not be pitching people all the time, some basic understanding of human psychology and helping other people and being the leader that's going to provide value to people. If you don't understand these basic skills, you're in big caca. And I'm dead serious. Okay, I'm dead serious. And people that typically come from real estate, mortgage broker, insurance, automotive industry, and retail, they have to actually be retrained to stop pitching their stuff. Stop trying to convince people that you have what they need when you don't even know what they want or what their pain is in their life right now. Think about that. How can I take a round peg and jam it into a square hole when it's never, ever, ever going to fit? Think about it. It's not possible. It doesn't matter how hard I bang that thing in there. It will never, ever, ever fit. Okay? Now, here's what happens. When you turn this switch around, okay? When you turn the switch around on the polarity, it's the polarity of the magnet. Now the people are coming to you. Now you're getting incoming emails, incoming Facebook, incoming requests, incoming phone calls, as you can see right here, okay? So what happens is that once you learn this, that's what happens. See that? Those are incoming inquiries that are coming to me right now that people want more information. They want to find out, Darren, I want to do this. What do I do? Can you help? Yes, we can, right? Now, here's what's happening, guys, okay? It's very important. Hopefully, you're here to hear this news, okay? This is very important. On Tuesday, I'm going to be going to LA and then San Francisco. So a week Sunday, okay, a week Sunday, I'm going to be putting on what's called a Super Sunday, okay? Now that will be, I believe, on the 28th of this month, okay, the 28th. Okay, let's just check. Yes, that's a Sunday. The 28th, guys, of this month. Mark your calendars, okay? Mark your calendars, okay? Because this is a $3,000 bonus, no bullshit, US, okay? If you're in Canada, it's more like $4,000. People really do pay me that money to get the information that I'm going to be providing on that day, okay? I am going to show you live, okay, live, how to build a business without ever harassing your friends and family. I'm going to show you how to never, ever get rejected ever again in your business. I'm going to show you how to generate an unlimited number of leads so that you can become the attractor factor. I'm going to show you how to close and upsell people to higher ticket products. I'm going to show you how to get explosive team duplication no matter what you're marketing. Doesn't matter what you're marketing, guys. Doesn't even matter if you're in our industry. I can show you how to double, triple your sales in real estate, mortgage broker, insurance agent, automotive, doesn't matter. Okay, the transferable skills. I'm going to show you how to raise the money for your high ticket products. Keep in mind, I've personally raised tens of millions of dollars myself, personally, okay? For my own companies, for public companies, for private companies, for ideas that I have that I want to take to the marketplace. Personally, tens of millions of dollars. I'm going to show you that strategy on how to raise the money for your high ticket products and how to raise the money so that you can have a $10,000 monthly marketing budget. Now, a lot of people are out there right now thinking, oh my God, Darren, like I just want to make 10,000. Where do you think your business might go if you were spending 10,000 on your marketing campaign? Think about that, guys. Okay, so, okay, now I'm not including the money that you get, right? So let's say that you get the 10 grand, that's one area. And then we show you how to make another $10,000 to your marketing campaign. So that'd be 20 grand, right? I'm going to say this one more time, guys. Grab a pen on the 28th. Put a big circle around your calendar because that is a $3,000 bonus in addition to the $28,000 that you get inside of Black Ops Underground Marketing. And we do ongoing millionaire mentoring, okay? Ongoing, live recruiting, live training, live interaction. We will show you the secret on how to unlock the vault so that you can recruit new reps into any business, doesn't matter what you're marketing, in any business in 6 to 45 minutes. Like that, like clockwork, every time, 6 to 45 minutes, okay? Now, my personal fastest time, guys, because I'm the one that's teaching it, right? I better know what I'm doing, right? I mean, if I didn't know what I was doing, you'd be, what's this about, right? The fastest time that I've personally ever had is 60 seconds to recruit somebody. Now, I'm going to share this with you. If you're coming from this, have I got a deal for you? Check out my deal. It's not possible. It's not possible to recruit somebody in 60 seconds if you're in that business model. It's not possible, okay? But when you turn around the polarity and you know exactly what to say, line by line, it's very possible. And people actually watch me doing it consistently, time after time after time after time, where I'll get on live for maybe 40 minutes, and they will watch me live, watch me make $2,000 or $3,000 US in a 45-minute period of time and literally go, what the frick just happened? Serious, guys, no joke, okay? We want to be able to show you how simple this is to be able to travel the world, live a life of freedom, log onto the internet at any time, compress the energy. So you maybe say, you know what, I'm going to work from 7 o'clock until 9:30 or 7 o'clock till 10. And I'm going to do, Saturday afternoons, and I'm going to do, Sunday midday or whatever, right? Treat it like a business, it will pay you like a business. Treat it like a hobby, it will pay you like a hobby. As long as you do the strategies that we do and you're consistent, you will make money. Okay, you will make money. But it's the people that say, I want to make money, I want to make money, right? But you have to actually do the work. Imagine if you showed up to your job every day and you just sat by your cubicle. Right? You didn't do anything. You sat there. Right? You get fired, right? You get fired, guys. So the boss might give you a little bit of leniency, but hey, come on. They got overhead to pay. And if you're not performing, they toss your ass out and you're gone, okay? So we want to show you how to master the simple things. If you can master the simple things, it makes it a lot easier for you to move into leadership. Think about it. Master the basics and then advance. Master the basics and then advance, okay? So here's what I'm going to share with you. In the event that you click that link right below, if you're on one of the pages, or if you've been sent here by somebody else, right? You might have been sent by one of our students, one of our affiliates that have been on with us in our training. You want to make sure that you get back to that person that invited you here to the broadcast and say, you know what? I want in Super Sunday. I want to get this training. I want these secrets. I want to be able to never have to worry about money again for the rest of my life. And that, my friend, you can take to the bank. Okay? And I'm totally serious here. If we can help a 17-year-old kid, 17, never marketed before a day in his life, to have any type of success, to make 35 grand his first month and over 50 grand in 6 weeks. Now, his goal was he wanted to become an investor. He wanted to do stocks and, different trading things and whatnot. We helped him get his dream in 1.5 months. Think about that. Now, what's your dream? I don't know. We got one gentleman right now that wants to launch his own restaurant, right? Well, he needs $150,000 to do that. We're going to show him how to raise that money, right, with the secrets that we have so he can live his dream. His dream's a restaurant. Okay, right? Okay, right? Your dream might be to get a sailboat and sail around the world. And I might say, well, how much money do you need? You say, I need 175 grand. Okay, let's go show you how to get it. Whatever your dream is, we can help you get it, guys. I know that when I was a kid, ever since I was like 5 years old, I had a dream that I wanted to drive a Porsche, right? Okay, cool. As you go through life, things modify, things change and whatnot, and your dreams get bigger, you expand your horizons, right? Now I've got other goals, other dreams. My son's just graduating right now from the Army and Navy Academy, and he's just turning 18 here in September. And my dream is to be able to travel the world with my son and teach these strategies all around the world. Teach people about quantum physics and manifestation and how we create our own realities and bring it out so that we can change lives all around the world. Okay, that's my dream. To be with my boy, to travel around the world, to have that freedom, to live that dream. That's my dream. What's your dream? What's your dream? We want to help you to get to your dream. That's our goal. That's our goal. And we will do whatever we can to help you get there. This isn't, see you at the top, right? We don't do that. This is ongoing training, ongoing mentoring, ongoing coaching. okay? Interactive coaching, okay? So I'm going to say this again. Mark your calendar for the 28th of this month, because once that's gone, guys, it's gone, okay? And now's the time to engage. I'm dead serious, okay? I don't do these Super Sundays like this very often, okay? And when we do, the people that are in, their incomes go like this, literally like a rocket ship, okay? We had one lady from Australia that she went from 0 to over $18,000 in a 30-day period of time, US, because that's even more money for her, okay? She will literally never, ever have to worry about money again for the rest of her life. Why? Because she learned the 7-figure formula, the real 7-figure formula, okay? So she's on a trajectory now, like this, right? And she's moving into leadership right now, like big time, okay? Now, in 3, 4, 5 months from now, you're going to see that income get bigger and bigger, bigger, and you're probably going to see her doing broadcasts like this. How about that? She just started. She just started, brand new, okay? So get back to the person that invited you to this broadcast. Throw your hat over the wall. May 28th is our Super Sunday, and you're going to have to be in on the Friday prior to that, okay? So if it's on the 28th, 27th, 26th, by midnight Pacific Standard Time will be the gauntlet. Guys, if you're not in by Friday, okay, you will not be allowed into that Super Sunday, okay? So click that link or get back to the person that invited you here tonight. Ari, do you got any closing remarks you want to make before we wrap up?
Hey, I just want to tell all of you guys, it couldn't be a better decision to get involved. Obviously, you've heard what Darren has to say. You heard what I had to say about Darren, and I'm just telling you, really, truly, it's a game changer. It's a brain changer. It's something that's going to open up something within you that's going to allow you guys to excel to the next level. So do what he said. Make sure you guys are getting involved by midnight on the 26th, and let's get rocking and rolling, man. Let's make some money, and let's have some fun doing it, guys. Let's change your life today.
Fantastic, guys. You've got Darren Little here from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, with Ari Maccabee over in the Philippines. We love you guys. We're excited for you. Throw your hat over the wall. Click the link below. Get back to the person that invited you here to this broadcast, and have a great night. We'll see you soon.
Have a great night, guys.